What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? You want to, little stream? Little stream action? Huh? Let me get a tweet out real quick. We'll get the tweet out. We got cutoffs going. Other stuff. I don't know. Give me a sec here. Let's do it. Who do we got? Who's the first one here? Sinoj. Sinoj's first one in here? Is that Jones backwards? Is that what that is? Or is that just actually your name? Either way, sup. Sup, everybody. Dad, how's Lag's basement? Miguel, it's fantastic. He gives me food and water, and there's a bucket when I have to make. Hang on. Oh God, man, I haven't been on Twitter all day. Feels like there's a lot of stuff that I may have missed. Oh well. Dearest. It's alright. I'm like looking at my Twitter feed mid-stream. That's good. It's a good stream. I'm a professional streamer, guys. Dearest at Marvel Champions. What do I say today? Are you getting all the feels for being home? I'm getting White Castle delivered soon. Glory, man. I feel like I've been here. I feel like I've come back frequently enough that it doesn't feel weird to be back. It doesn't. It's not really giving me the feels like last time I was here. You know, yes. But this time it's like, yeah, I was just here. I'm back. All right, hang on. Oh, dude, you're really in here. I was gonna, if you just said like one message about your channel, I was gonna let it slide. But there are like 3 that I could see. 4, or no, okay, just 3. Yeah. Come on, man. Just trying to spam about your channel and mine. That's not cool. Anyway, dearest at Marvel Champions. The time after time event feels like the questing version of a featured grind. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. Yes, I am now live. Okay. Tweet. All right. Did Mama and Lola get their safety? Not safely. Not yet. They are not here yet. Not yet. Okay. Star. I has a sprite. Oh my goodness, it's adorable. I like it. Walking around. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. I want to check something before we gotta figure out what cutoffs are. Give me a sec on that, guys. Cutoffs. Oh, there's a new version out too, right? I didn't download it yet. It was rated. It looks like it was rated about 35 mil for the selector last time. So let's do that. Looks like it was about 6 mil for the 4-star version. So I'll change that to 6. It's 5.9 according to looking at Trucos' page right now. And wow, wowie, wowie, Annihilus went really low. I was thinking he might go a little bit higher because of he's getting a buff here soon. He went for 1.73. I'm going to set it to 1.8. Please grind higher. Whatever you go for, whatever champion you go for, whatever it is, just grind more, guys. Always grind more. Alright, we got that taken care of. Cool. And did someone send a super chat already? Maniac! GM sending over $5. Thank you, dude. Saying you're going to win that 5-star Awakening gem, right, Brian? I want to. I would, it would be nice to. I am not exactly banking on it. It's gonna be super tough, man. It's every year is more and more competitive, and this year is gonna be very competitive. It's gonna be the most competitive yet. So, stop. But I'm gonna be going for it. I'm gonna be going for it. Is that Pep in here? Pep, BG, been a while. Hope all is well. Congrats on your last big 5-star opening. Thank you, dude. Got some greats. Oh, hang on, guys. Oh, man. Sorry. Alright. Hold on. Got some greats from your list. Oh, yeah, dude. Late opening on lags. LOL, the 6-star was solid. Hope you have a blessed NYCC. Cheers. Dude, Pep. Good to see you, man. Yeah, dude. His opening, it wasn't so good, except for that 6-star, which is all that matters, right? At the end of the day, so. What's up, Dap and Dap Raiders? Thanks for the raid. Is Laura closer to fam than you are? I feel like that's true. Nah. I mean, it's all the same. All right. Let's do this thing though, man. I got lots to do. Lots and lots to do. Hector sent it over $1. Hold that thought. Hector, thank you very much. Where's your last one at? Hang on. Hang on. Oh, wait, here we go. Hey, BG, first time is with you. Oh, Hector. Thank you very much. Couldn't be happier. My name is Hector, by the way. Nice to meet you. I'm usually lurking. Hector, it's good to meet you too, man. My name is Brian. Can we all say hi, Hector, in the chat? I don't know why. Just like as if this is a this is a lurker. It's now a lurker meeting. Instead of like an AA meeting. It's an MCOC lurker meeting. But Hector, thank you very much, dude. I'm honored that I'm your first. Goodbye, Hector. Wow. Oh, man. Brian, does Sprite look half like a Thomas Edison-esque thing? I'm gonna be honest. Maybe. A little bit. But, only a little bit. King Vaxi sending over €1. Thank you very much. Is there a last one from you? Hang on. Oh, I see your message now. Open a 4 or 5-star crystal. Part of me was about to be like, sure, why not? But not yet. I can't do it yet. Wait, no games? Someone's saying no. Wait, no game sound? Is there no game sound, guys? There should be game sound. Looks like there's game sound. I have it set maybe a little bit low, but it's there. King Vaxi, thank you very much for the euro, but I cannot open any of those crystals right now. I am a hoarder by nature, and I must keep hoarding. Not for long. I might do an opening tomorrow, but not today. BG, got a pick I want to show you of last arena finals 1 sec. Also, hi, buddy. Hi. Sure, send it on over. But let me go hop in this arena. So I don't know what I'm doing this round. I'm half grinding, half not. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not I'm not I'm not I'm not committing yet, and I'm also leaving myself the option to go for it. I didn't even try to do like the 3 rounds of 5 stars today. I'm just getting my second round in right now, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see how things go, pan out the next couple of days. New member Hector. Oh, Hector, dude. First sending me $1. Now hitting that member button, getting yourself the banana. Well, dude, thank you very much, man. I appreciate all the support. Welcome. Please enjoy your banana, along with all of the fantastic custom emojis that are a little bit too difficult for me to spam, but you're more than welcome to spam them now. Thank you very much, dude. Samuel sending over a couple of bucks. Thank you very much. Saying rank 5 Captain Beardo, rank 5 Dom, rank 5 Hype, or rank 4 AA and Infinity Man. I would go with one of the rank 5s personally. I always think it's a good idea to get another rank 5 on the team versus a couple more rank 4s. As far as which one, man. It's a toughie. It really depends on a few things here. Ultimately, you're going to have to make the call yourself, but I'll try to impart some words of wisdom to help you make the decision at least. First thing I got to say is, oh wait, hold on a sec, guys. Shows my phone was not plugged into the charger. There we go. First thing I got to say is, sometimes the best way to make the decision is just to go with the champion that you're playing the most. Which of those champions at rank 4 are you using the most? Just take that one to rank 5. Kind of can't go wrong with that method. Second thing though is, you got to look at your own roster and figure out like what holes are missing in it if you aren't really playing any of them at the moment, or or you're playing them all equally. Just figure out like what's really missing from your account the most. Is it the poison immunity that Hype brings to the table, or just that explosive Labyrinth of Legends ready damage from Domino, stuff like that? Think about what goals you have. Maybe if you're starting to look towards like the variant difficulties, start planning there. Figure out who you need to bring there. If it's a class type or a size or whatever else. At the end of the day, they're all good champions, though. So yeah, it really just depends on who you prefer, really. I prefer Hyperion out of all of those, but I'm not saying Hype is the best in all situations. Those other two are definitely good in quite a few situations as well. But thank you very much for the $2, man, and good luck with your decision. Again, I would certainly go with one of the rank 5s, and that's what I would advise too. Thank you very much. Do we have a Hobbit raid going on here? What's up, Hobbit? How you doing, man? Thank you for the raid, Hobbit and Hobbit raiders. Alright. Come on, Domino. Don't make this difficult for me. It's already hard. There we go. It's already harder with this setup to play the game and read chat as it is. I don't need you not throwing special. Can I have your account, Brian? No. Thank you for asking. I hope you seem to be asking for more than one account here. You're gonna have to stop that, or else I'm gonna have to ban you, dude. Because we don't like begging around here. It's one of the unwritten rules of MCOC is no begging. No spamming also. So, like we said last time, man, just kind of sit back, relax. You're welcome to type in the chat still and all that, but don't go all spammy on us this time. And definitely don't ask for accounts. Otherwise, yeah, well, we may have to ban you. But otherwise, man, hope you stop doing that and just have a good time in here. BG, should I use my Awakening Gem or on 4-star Medusa, Blade, AA, Emma, or Ghost? Oof, a lot of good options. I would lean towards Blade, pretty heavily actually. Blade, especially as a 4-star, is particularly good. He can do a lot in helping to get through like Act 5 and stuff. And that regeneration that he has, you know, I mean, the later stages of Act 5, you generally want to be using like 5 stars if you can. But just like Act 4 and Act 5, generally where like the 4 stars shine the most. Blade crushes it, especially if you could bring the Ghost Rider synergy. And just having that regen, he'll save a lot of resources. And with those saved resources, they'll just allow you to progress further than if you were to awaken one of those other champions. So I'd recommend Blade, but you know, some other strong contenders, AA, Ghost, Medusa. I wouldn't give it to Emma. Pretty much anyone on that list except for Emma would be fine to awaken. Emma, I just feel like she doesn't really need it. You can play her unawakened, whereas the rest of them, they benefit quite a bit from being awakened. So. Okay, but I'd done nothing wrong. Well, like I said, man, just don't ask for accounts, because that is something wrong. So, you'll have to acknowledge that. That you are doing something wrong. Otherwise, you know, like I said, we may have to... I want you around here, man. I want you to have a good time and all, but you just got to keep that in mind. I've been a sub for a long time now. I just want to say you are very awesome with the Lola face. I love everything you do. Oh, Hector, thank you, man. I got a lot of love for the lurkers, man. You've probably heard me say it a bunch if you've been a subscriber for a long time. That I'm a lurker generally too. In most streams that I'm in, I'm a lurker. I usually say nothing. Oh, yeah, B. Daniels, I'm gonna check Twitter. I usually say nothing. Or sometimes I'll like pop in the chat and say something real quick and then go lurker mode, but yeah. Alright, B. Daniels, hang on. Ooh, give me a sec. A little bit tougher to check the tweeters on this setup. Oh, here we go. Let me see what you did here. Dude, very nice. 5.5 mil on the 5-star. And 1 mil on the 4-star. Good stuff, man. Getting them 5-star shards. Dude, even getting those arena boost crystals that you can take the next time you decide to adventure into the arenas. Good stuff, man. Oh my god. Alright. Okay, there we go. I was actually having a hard time hitting the little heart icon. I'm at the airport right now. Dungeons? Yeah, lag, sure. Let's do it up, man. Little airport dungeons. Hector sent it over another buck. Dude, thank you very much. Was that your... Did I read your last one, or... Oh, here we go. You've taught me a lot, and wish you the best in everything. Blessings all day, every day, my man. Dude, Hector. Thank you, man. Thank you for the kind words, the super chats, the hitting the member button, all that stuff, man. Thank you. I really appreciate it. 2 up. All right, hang on, Shark. Give me a sec. BG, do you like Venom? I do like Venom. Yep, I got him at rank 5. I use him all the time, in fact. Let me see if I can find you, Shark. We don't take too kindly to the people who don't take too kindly around here. Yeah. Oh, man. Big man 3537 sending over 2. Thank you very much. Saying hashtag lurker. Super chat saying only. Aha. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Big lurker man. I appreciate that. Alright. Lurking in your ceiling? What the heck? BG. Want to help me with my homework? Sure. What do you got for homework today? What's your homework? If it's English, well, I probably can't help you. But if it's science, math, any kind of art or creative type thing, German, Spanish, French, or history, I also can't help you. All right. Oh, science. Okay. Well, that was on the list of can't help, so I'm sorry. All right, mutant and mystic. Well, in case we got... Yeah, I mean, I'll just go with a fairly standard team here. Oh, that guy is still on cooldown. Let's get the old Saber Man. Yeah. Do I want to throw Void in there? I don't think I want to throw Void. You know what? Just throw Hype. Yeah. Why not? Why not? Why not? I can't hear the stream, just so you know. Okay. That's Lags' message. Alright, he can't hear the stream. I'm going to hide the cutoffs for right now, so you guys can see it. Everyone, did you see the Mr. Fantastic preview? Like, I did not. I generally like for the official unveiling of that stuff. Usually looks a bit more polished, and it takes away some of the hype if I look at it early. So yeah, I like to wait for the official unveilings. Right, you want word now or want it after the dungeons? You could send it now. What's up, BG? What's up, Aldo? ABG, who is better to awaken, Sabretooth or Voodoo? Voodoo. I run suicides all day. Good morning. Oof. Well, to be honest, neither champion is very suicide friendly, but the answer is Voodoo still. Sabretooth. Yeah. Sabretooth, I don't know. He's not bad and everything, but I feel like offensively you don't really need him awakened, and defensively you do need him awakened, but at high sig level. And yeah, Voodoo, he's just kind of like good all around. Hold on, what is this? It's defender gains. Oh yeah, okay, whatever. BG, tell the devs for me the time after time side quest is garbage. Okay, thanks. I'll let him know. I'll let him know Nick said it. So here's how BG can get non-story games spoiled. I don't know what you don't get about it, man. It's way cooler seeing like a big presentation of what's coming versus like, yeah, here's a screenshot or a video where the full effects might not be intact, and all that. Like, Comic-Con is coming in like 3 days here or something, and they're gonna have like a whole big. They're gonna go all out, man. They have like an extra presentation at Madison Square Garden and all that. Like, I don't want to see the crappy watered down version of what's coming. I want to see it in its full glory. I will say that if they did monthly side quests much more similar to Monox Labs, that would be preferable. Yeah, man. This quest, it wasn't necessarily all bad. I think they just went overboard with like the amount of paths needed and all that. Yeah, it's just Alright. Yeah. Don't know why I had to think there for a second. Like, are we done after that room? I don't know. ABG, should I awaken Aegon or Fury? Both strong champions. I personally prefer Fury over Aegon, but if you like, Aegon is not bad, and to be playable, he needs to be awakened pretty much. So, you can argue that Nick Fury is technically playable even without the awakening, whereas Aegon is really not. But I still prefer like Nick Fury just over Aegon for most situations. Aegon will crush Labyrinth. He might crush what's coming after Labyrinth too. And he's good in, he's decent in some of the later quests and variants and stuff like that when you can build them up. Might be good in like the rest of Act 6 and all that too, so my answer might change after 6.3 is released and everything, but yeah, I like Nick Fury better. Yeah. We're really hyped for the 6 stars in the prize wheel. That was a nice surprise. Yes, dude. It was a nice surprise. I'm betting it's... Well, actually, I didn't read the full post about it. I kind of just saw a screenshot of the rewards. Did they say like what's going to be limited? Because I have a feeling the 6 star is going to be limited, and you're going to want to get there early to... Well, they might have them like throughout the day. That's what they did last time, I think, right? Yeah, they did that last time. But I don't think it's going to be there all day. Hope this kills him. Oh my god, 2%, really? Alright, he's dead anyway, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, it was fine. I don't really feel anything while I was doing it, but more like that stuff makes me think if I... Yeah. No, I hear you, man. Uh-oh. Trouble in Paradise? Uh-oh. Airport lags. No! He's got champions. He's fine. Yeah, it just kind of dragged on, dude. It dragged, and there was no real thought involved. You're right. It just... bunch of standard fights. It really did feel like a featured grind. Oh, wait. Echidna is the word. Star, isn't that an animal? What kind of animal is that, though? I can't remember. I'm almost positive I know that word. Damn it. I feel like it's something black, like a big, like a black cat of some kind or something. Oh, well, somebody just said it. BG, it's Knuckles from Sonic. Stubbs, you can't give it away, man. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to say. But I think that's it, right? I think that is it. I read that and I can't think anything else. I knew. I mean, I was almost on the right track. Unstoppable on chaos as I use my special. Ah, damn lags. Yeah, no one. Just for future reference, please don't say what the word is. It's all for me to guess, even if you guys know it. But I'm pretty sure that is it. Echidna, a spiny insectivorous egg-laying mammal. Wow. With a long snout and claws, native to Australia and New Guinea, aka spiny anteater. 0 points for you. Wow. Wow. Yeah, wait a minute. That's not Knuckles, is it? Knuckles doesn't look like that. Wait. I mean, Knuckles is more of, well, I mean, maybe that's what Knuckles is based off of, I guess. Because they're all, they're all like cartoonized creatures and stuff. Stubbs sending over 2 cents RBG, not on the streams too often. Oh, it's all good, man. Like, don't worry about it. You didn't know. It's all good. You didn't have to send over 2. I do appreciate it, but don't even sweat it, man. Esmir sending over 2 as well, saying, Hobbit's Last, please. Inquiring minds want to know. I was actually about to read Hobbit's Last. But Esmir, thank you very much for the 2. Appreciate it. I gotta remember that I'm in the dungeons. I'm like very casually playing without really looking here, because this is... I was actually going through the time after time event today, and this is all I was doing all day. It was just like super casually, barely paying attention. But I don't want to die. Okay. What do we got here, though? Okay, BG, question. How do you feel about your Mysterio? Are you still into the rank up? Would you rank him up again, knowing what you know now? Okay. So, Mysterio. A few things about Mysterio. One, I think he's cool. But thinking a champion is cool and thinking they're like really powerful, sometimes 2 different things. So I think he's really cool. I think he is powerful. I think he has his uses. I think he has his place in this game. For me, it happens to be, well, he's on defense. I was hoping that he'd be a little bit of a stronger counter for Domino, which he's a good counter to Domino. I was just hoping that that he was a little bit stronger. Noah, I'm gonna ask one last time, dude, because you seem like a good guy, but you really gotta stop spamming. I see your message more than one time on the same screen. So last call, dude. You gotta cut the spam. Give it like a solid 5 minutes before you type a message again. All right. Just give it some time there, bud. All right. But anyway, all right. Back to yeah. So Mysterio. He's really good for the reverse controls path. I see my alliance mates use him on the reverse controls in Alliance 4. They bring him and Emma together for that synergy. And yeah, that goes, they crush that path together. He has some interesting uses with his passive heal block and all that too. Which is great. I think Warlock does a better job when it comes to the heal block type stuff. So, like, if you have a Warlock, you may not necessarily need, like, Mysterio. I mean, it's tough to put into words. Like, I think he's a really cool champion. I think he's a good champion. I don't necessarily think that... I'm just gonna go for it. I think this will kill her. Yeah, this will kill her. I don't know. It's really tough to put into words. His utility is just so unique. It's bizarre almost, the utility that he has. Because like his L1 has like the damage store thing to reflect and heal off of. His L2 has a power drain. He has strong poison damage. I don't regret ranking him up. So there's that. I do wish that he was Warlock. I would have preferred to have a Warlock over Mysterio. But I don't regret the rank up. I would do it again. But he's probably not for everybody. You know? He's the type of rank up where if he was like one of your first few rank 5s, I'd probably say no. But as long as you had a few rank 5s first, then I'd be like, go ahead, man. Green light. He's cool. He's good. He's just a little bit of that niche utility type of champion, you know? I like that his specials do a lot of damage too. His L3 hits really hard. It'll hit for like 40k. And then you can, you know, then you have like high damage output after that too, so. Good morning, BG. Enzo, what's up, dude? Alright, hold on. Okay. Hey, Brian, 5 minutes. Takes less than that for this comment to get pushed up and go away. Yeah, I know. Hold on. Well, hold on. Let me read that again in a second here. Hang on. Let me focus up for this stinking Domino. Domino with Tranquility is actually really nice. Because if she doesn't want to throw a special, that's fine. You don't have to throw it. The node will do the work for us. Alright, but hey Brian, 5 minutes, take less than that for the comedy to get pushed up and go away. Also, hey Brian, do you think they should make the champion selector permanent to arena? So the first thing, I just wanted to really, I didn't want to say like a minute or 2 minutes, because I figured it's not strong enough for somebody who is already spamming. So I really, it's more of like a probationary message, like, dude, you're really pushing it. Last warning. So yeah, that's why I said 5 minutes. Everyone else doesn't have to follow that rule. You know what I mean? As long as you're actually bringing something to the table and you're not just spamming. You know what I mean? But all right. Anyway, as far as the champion selector thing being permanent for arena, I don't think it should be here every round. Though, to be honest, if it was here every round, I don't think I'd mind it so much. Okay, so here's like the real negative downside to the champion selector. Sometimes, like, if it's a crappy champion that's paired up with a really good champion, that'll drive up the scores, and somebody might just, you know, they might just want to put up like 25 to 30 million for a, you know, a 5-star that they don't have, just to expand their roster. So it can hurt that, whereas I can almost guarantee, like, virtually every champion selector is gonna have like a 35 or higher mil cutoff. I mean, if they have like 6 really crapo champions, you know, maybe we could see lower than that, but it's unlikely, right? It's gonna be like 35 plus for every cutoff, which, to be honest, for you know, me and you, we have the rosters to put up 35 without too much trouble. But thinking about everyone else, could be a pretty big negative, I would say, for like the up and coming 5-star featured grinder who's just trying to expand their roster, you know. So I think it's good on special occasions. I like the idea of it. It allows like more champions to be cycled through the arena, which when there's 150 of them in the game, or however many there are, you know, it's just nice to have more champions cycle through. But I don't necessarily want to see it every time. Even, you know, even people who have crazy rosters and stuff like that don't necessarily want to put up 35 every time. BG, you're talking about the bottom feeders? Just say it. Mike. How much help do you get when Alliance members help with the help button and refreshing? It varies per star level of champion. For a 6-star, I think it's 10 minutes. For a 5-star, I think it's 5. For a 4-star, I think it's 2. Mickey the Irish Kangaroo, thank you very much for the buck. Where's your last one? Brian, help please. I have been off work for 4 days now, and I'm already so bored. I'm watching David Attenborough. I actually don't know who that is. I've heard the name before, but I don't know who that is. Well, if you're bored, man, pick up a game. That's what I always do, at least. I don't know. It's almost impossible for me to be like really bored. Just because there's always games to be played. But yeah, man. I don't know how much I could. Oh god, unblockable finale. I guess. Wasn't paying attention. Well, we made it through. Mickey, thank you very much for the buck, Mr. Kangaroo. Thank you, thank you. Hector sending over 1007 now. Dude, thank you very much. Saying, I know it's a lot to ask, but last 4, please. Thank you. Sure, man. Give me just a sec. We gotta update the big old D. I think you sent over 2 before, right? I had to stop doing I basically I rounded to the whole number, if you're wondering why there's no 07 at the end there. But thank you very much, dude. Let me alright, last 4. Give me a sec. Nico, thank you very much for the 5 as well. I'll check out your message in just a sec. Let me just make sure I could find all the Hectors first. Okay. Alright, I found your last 4. I think dungeons are done though, so let me just thank Lags real quick. Thank you. Dungeon. I was gonna say buddy, but let me go. Thank you, dungeon friend. Yeah, because I figured Lax would say buddy. There we go. Dude, we're level 19 friends? It's getting serious. I wonder what like the highest friendship level is in the entire game. If anyone's like trying to get that, maximizing how many dungeons they do. All right. Anyway, though, wait. I see the other Hector saying, "BG, I think you missed my comment unless you read it, but didn't read it out loud." Real quick before I get into this, I leave in 4 hours to pick up Pedicus. Oh, dude, awesome. All right, but Hector, let me see. Okay, so BG, I'm in a dilemma, and I could use a wise man's advice. Background: high champs are rank 3, 5-star. Emma awakened, Blade unawakened, OG Vision awakened, Storm unawakened. Show more. All right. I have a tier 2 alpha in the overflow. I didn't think I'd be doing my first rank 4 now, but I don't want to let the tier 2 alpha expire. I wouldn't think twice about Blade if he was awakened, but not sure if he would be good unawakened. I only have 23 5-stars. I'm uncollected, but I haven't done 5-3 or 5-4, so the question is, should I let the tier 2 expire or rank 4 somebody? I mostly use my maxed 4-stars, Omega, Blade, Medusa, so I can't even rank 4 the rank 3 I use most. I know it's a lot, but please help. Okay, hang on. I don't think... So, I mean, Blade, even unawakened, is worth ranking. Like, try your best to not let that tier 2 alpha expire. Um, I would say, you know, Emma Blade or OG Vision, all solid rank ups. Blade, even unawakened, is still very strong. Um, he, you know, you'll miss not having that healing ability there, but like you could honestly bring two blades with you questing through Act 5 at times. You're not always going to want to do that. But you can bring your, you know, your 4-star awakened and your 5-star rank 4 unawakened and use them both, and that would actually still be really good in helping you to get through Act 5. Um, Emma and OG Vision are both solid rank ups as well. I don't even know who I would pick personally between those three. It's a tough call. Give me a sec here though. Did I miss? I hope I didn't miss one. All right. Did you say if you're able, if you have, if you don't have, like the class catalyst for one of them, is that a thing? Um, it's tough, man. Of which one of those I would even go with. It might not. Oh man, it honestly might be Blade. I don't know. It would just be nice to have him at rank 4. Emma would be great too. I mean Vision would be great too. Like they're all good. Um, yeah, I wouldn't have any hangups. Oh, you have class catalyst for all. Oh, you do. Okay, okay. Oof, tough call. I would definitely rank somebody up though. Don't let that tier 2 alpha expire. Um, tough call. Emma. Emma could be pretty damn good. I'm thinking about Act 5, and I remember there's a like a Spider-Man fight in there where he's stun immune. Wait, what were the other rank 4 stars that you said you had? Omega Blade Medusa. Okay. Emma would be pretty good. She's like an anti-evade champion even. And I remember there's a OG Spidey, stun immune OG Spidey in Act somewhere in Act 5. That can be pretty annoying. Um, yeah, I would probably decide between Emma or Blade, and I'm having a tough time making that call. You know, like it's tough, man. I would say either one of those would be good. And probably more useful than OG Vision for right now. Not that OG Vision's a bad champion, just for your first rank 4, you're probably gonna want a heavier hitter. Um, at rank 2 oh, okay. Actually, yeah. So when 5.4 was first released, the Venom update hadn't happened yet. So Venom will handle that no problem. I'd probably go Blade, man. I'd probably go Blade. It's like I said, it's a tough call, but I would actually probably go Blade. Even without the healing, he's that good. He's that good. If you run, you know what? Let's say this. If you run Suicides, I'd probably go Emma, and if you don't run Suicides, then I would go Blade. I think that's what I would do. I would actually determine it by like masteries. All right, dude. Thank you very much for the 10 again. All right, let me get to some of these other ones here. Sorry for the delay, guys. Nico was first with the 5 Canadian, talking about two toonies and a loony. And your message is, hey BG, I'm sure you're sick of awakening gem questions by now. Nah. But there's one. Here's one more for you. Hyperion and Medusa. Oh, well, this one's a tough one. We got variant 1, completion, variant 2, and variant 3 exploration, and Act 6 completion left to do. Already have Captain Marvel. Okay. This is a really tough call, man. Here's the thing. I think Hyperion can be played unawakened. His awakened ability is fantastic. It helps a lot. But I think Hyperion can be played unawakened. Medusa, it really hurts to play her unawakened, I feel. But I end up using Hyperion a lot more than I use Medusa just because of some of the later nodes that got added to the game, where I feel like Hyperion is stronger against those nodes. That's what makes this decision so tough. I don't know if there's a real good way to determine other than like personal preference. I could see it going either way. I don't think there's necessarily a wrong decision either way either. I would probably go Medusa, just to make Medusa actually like usable, because without those Furies, her damage isn't great. She can still shut down robots, but her damage output isn't great. She can't handle the buffed up nodes, or caustic temper, stuff like that. Whereas Hyperion, he can, you know, you're gonna feel it not having awakened. But yeah, I think I'd go Medusa personally, just to give yourself another option for those nodes, and just to make her feel a lot stronger and everything. So yeah, I think that's what I would do. But it's a tough call, man. Thank you very much for the 5. Oscar sending over a couple bucks as well. Thank you very much, Oscar. Saying Maestro, Trinity, Blade, or Spidey, 2 fights away. Both. If you're talking about Labyrinth of Legends, Maestro, Blade. Because of what he can do to tech champions. Like, you might want to start out with Spidey, and if he gains the regen, cut your losses, go in there with Blade. If you're talking about Maestro in Act 4, then whoever you're more comfortable. Actually, if you're talking about Maestro in Act 4, no, yeah, I mean whoever you're more comfortable with. Spidey has the auto evade, so Spidey might have the advantage there. But in Labyrinth, they are both still good. It's just if you're pumping revives into Spidey, he can trigger that healing, and therefore, like, I'd personally prefer to go with Blade. But dude, thank you very much. Good luck. Wish you the best of luck. GM sending over another 10, dude. GM, thank you. For the now 15. Saying, what if they actually hold on, let me just pop in back into the Arena Heroes. Dormant here for a little too long. Alright, what if they make a new bracket with either a prestige/hero rating cutoff and make the selector permanent? That way those like us with the roster don't push out the new guys. Also, my big D. I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily like the idea of... Oh, my 6 stars are up? Oh, crap. I don't know if I necessarily like the idea of adding another bracket into the works. I almost think it's a good idea if they extended the intermediate bracket, maybe? Just a little bit. Not even much. Give it an extra month, so like the first 90 days that you're playing, you're in like the beginner, intermediate. Potentially even longer than that. But I don't know. Like, the more you extend it, the harder it is for the people that initially, when they initially get into the intermediate. So it's like, which is good there, right? Like if you let's say, oh, Why not? Yeah, well, it's just super extend them, right? Give the beginner bracket the first 3 months. Well, then for the first 2 months of that beginner bracket, you're going to be going up against guys that have been playing for 3 months, and, you know. But anyway, I don't know. I'm adding another bracket. I guess I wouldn't mind a ton if they made the selector permanent. If that was just a thing they did and kept, like if I was given options, right? If Kabam said, hey, one way or another, we're making the selector a more permanent part of the arenas. And option 1 was like once every, I don't know, like once. Actually, let's say it like this. Option 1 is, yeah, every off week is a selector. Just till the end of time. That's how it's gonna go. And just as is in the current arena system. Or option 2 was say, you know, same thing but new bracket, like you're saying. I would prefer it just like as is, add it to the current system. Without adding another bracket. But option 3, I think I would like probably more than either option 1 or 2, which would be just to occasionally do it, and maybe we'll say like once. What's a good way to do it, man? Because once a month is like, I don't know if that's too much. You know what? Now that I think more about it, like, okay, if you do it once a month, then it's gonna make the off weeks feel like really like an off week, like the week where there's only one champion there. Ooh, no. I thought I had an idea. This might not be good. This might be good. It might not be. So, let's say like, you know, obviously every other week is a brand new champion. And then between those weeks, the off weeks, what if like one of them was a selector that has like 6 champions that are ranging from like crappy to decent, so that the cutoffs are never like super high. And then the other off week is a champion that's considered by the community to be a strong champion. You know, where they had like Medusa or Beardo in the arena, something like that. Like maybe that'd be good. And obviously sometimes in the selector there'd be some like pretty decent champions. I don't know. Maybe that would be good. I really don't mind the what's it called? The selector thing. It's just it would get rid of the arena bots making the cutoff higher, right? Wait, would it? I mean, anything to help get rid of arena bots, I'm all for, but I don't know that this would help. Wait, hold on. I would remove those arena bots with the low rating slash prestige that make those cutoffs higher, right? Oh, that's what you're saying. I don't know. All I know is I'm just not a big fan of like separation of all these little things of like, because there's ways to there's always ways to like beat the system, sort of, like that's one thing. If it's, you know, let's say it was like prestige based, people would deliberately like try to sneak under the prestige thing, or, you know, like, I don't know, and just in general, I don't know, I kind of like when we're all together. I don't necessarily have the best reason for it. It's just simpler that way. Feels better that way for me. I don't know. Hey, I'm satisfied with that answer. Already used it on Medusa a few hours ago. Was just curious what you'd say. Oh, nice, dude. All right, cool. And Hector sent over another 3 saying thanks. Saying thanks, and then a wise man's advice is always appreciated. You're very kind and patient. Blessings always. Hector, thank you again, dude. Let me update. It's a big old D. We'll have a double header. Give me 1 sec. I hope I didn't miss anything. I know there was a bunch of super chats just now. It's really hard for. I'm gonna try to check my tracker thing, but it's actually oddly enough not as good. The tracker on my laptop, it shows more messages than, like, it shows double messages sometimes, and makes it harder to keep track of. Okay. Oh, I did miss one. Okay, hang on 1 sec. I'm so glad I checked. Give me 1 second. Let me get out of this fight. Daksh Malik, I hope I'm saying that correct, sending over 40 rupees saying just wanted to send some love and have a great NYCC. Oh, dude. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for the 40 rupees. I'm so pumped for Comic-Con. Hope to see a lot of you guys there. What if it was just empty? And, like, nobody showed up? I know it's not, you know, it's not going to happen. It's going to be huge, but it would just be kind of funny. Oh, cutoffs? Yeah, let me get cutoffs going again. There we go. Yeah, thank you, everybody. There's a lot of super chats there. ABG, more 6-star luck. What's up, Uncle K? What do you got? Sorta, from my regularly earned 6-star. Darkhawk in the voice of Dave's song. Darkhawk! Too bad he needs to be duped and sigged up, happy and sad at the same time. Yeah, sort of. You know, I think sometimes I've overstated how much he needs the awakening and the high sig level and stuff. I do think he needs that to feel on the same level as some of the other exceptionally powerful champions in this game. But in a pinch, if you need somebody with immunities that has strong synergies, he's still good, even unawakened. So you should be very happy with that pull, dude. I would be stoked to get a Darkhawk 6-star. They could do the selector every 6 months with a feature champ from the past 6 months. Oh, wow. That would be a very high score. Oh, my goodness. That's not a terrible idea, though. It's not a terrible idea. It would have to be shorter than every 6 months. It would have to be every, I guess every 3 months, which kind of goes in line with what I was gonna say, which is like once a season. You know, one to bring in spring, summer, fall, and winter. I don't know why I had to say that the seasons out loud, but yeah. Like you guys didn't know the 4 seasons, but yeah. That moment when you realize you're fighting brutal in war. Oh my goodness, Royal. Good luck. 3 days, BG. Yeah, man. 3 days. See you there. Hey BG, T-Stop, what's up, man? Thank you for streaming. I couldn't sleep, and your beautiful face and voice helps so much. T-Stop, good to see you. Infinity Man's D seems better with Stealth Spidey. Oh yeah, if someone's asking about Infinity Man, he is. That synergy with Stealth Spidey does a lot, actually. Speaking of seeing everyone there, BG, I haven't hoarded anything, but we'll likely have a 6-star ready to spin/pop and get there. Want to grace me with your 6-star luck? BG1 love. Yeah, Aries. Sure, man. I'll do my best. Sometimes sometimes good, sometimes bad. I'll do my best. It'd be neat if they ran it as a thing for neg rebalanced. Give people who had a 5-star one of the rebalanced negative impact champs. plus give them a separate bracket to go in, plus run with another for everyone else. Hold on, give people who had a 5-star one. Rebound. I'm not sure I understand. It's probably so simple and just going over my head. But I think I'm not understanding exactly what you're saying. PG, you just got here. What 5-star awakening gem did you pull, or are you going to hoard that too? I'm hoarding it. If you make the new bracket cut off like 750k hero rating, it'll cut down a lot. Also, separation everywhere in this game. Uncollected Cavalier, all based off your progression. So should Arena. I feel like that's a different kind of separation though, where it feels good to progress through the titles. Whereas I feel like the arenas, it's just gonna make you sad when you progress to like the next level. You know? Like you don't get anything. It'll be worse. If it's done by prestige, people will try to keep their prestige down. If it's done by hero rating, people will sell their champions. I don't know. It just doesn't. Like I said, I don't know if I could necessarily put it into words exactly why I don't like it. But I just have this feeling of like, like the separation just isn't good for more reasons than what I'm saying here. Has impact on like the community where it makes things more confusing. When people are grinding, it'll be like, you know, like if somebody says, "Hey, I'm grinding for this champion," you'll be like, "Oh, cool," but which bracket you would like? I don't know. There's something about it. But yeah, just in general, the selector thing, I do like it, and I do want to see more of it. I just don't know how. I wouldn't mind if it was permanent as is, but maybe there'd be a way to tweak it to be better somehow. Hi BG, question. I have 5-star Namor and 5-star Mutant Awakening Gem. Should I awaken him? I won't be able to get his Sig ability too high level as of now. I would hold off then. Namor is a fantastic champion to awaken, but you're not going to feel his awaken ability as much until you have him at a high Sig level. And by the time you get some Sig stones, you might awaken him naturally. So wait for now, but if you ever get like a decent amount of Sig stones, I'm not sure how his Sig level scales. I'd recommend checking out like Aunt May to see, but you know, I'd say once you can get him to like a 50% like damage reduction / reflection thing going there, that'd be pretty good. Be a good time to shove that Gembus in him. Which, if I had to guess, is probably somewhere around 80 or 100. I don't know how it scales. But yeah, you're gonna want a decent amount of Sigs at least. Actually, yeah, let me go check it out. Because maybe it starts you out at a pretty high percentage and scales slowly. I don't know. Whoops. There we go. Namor. 5-star. Okay, it's Sig 1. Sig 1 is 25%. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it'd be about 25%. Yeah, Sig 50 appears to be... Or, I'm sorry, 50% appears to be somewhere in like the 75, 80-ish Sig level range. I wouldn't awaken him until you can get him to at least that level. So like I said, you might be able to just pull him and awaken him naturally. BG, you staying in New Jersey until after Comic-Con? If so, is Laura joining you for NYCC? Yes. Yes and yes. She'll be here for NYCC. She's coming out in a couple days. Well, there has to be a better way than what we're dealing with now. The game would be a lot more fun for a lot more people if Arena was better. Thanks for the stimulating conversation, Brian in chat. Yeah, maybe. You're right, there's probably ways to improve it. It's not something I've given a lot of thought to, though. That's probably why I don't have a lot of input on it, I guess. A lot of areas of this game I give a lot of thought to, but Arena is actually generally not one of them. You, me, that couch behind you, oh, the unspeakable things. What's up, Cam? It's funny how much I'm in Arena, and yet I don't think about it a lot. Other than I don't really want to see a basic Arena. Which would add a lot for a lot of people. It would make things more fun for a lot of people, but I think more so in a short-term way and less so in a long-term way. So, yeah. Hold on, what was Star's thing? What if it was 150 top prize, 151 to 200 get a selector for? Oh yeah. So I mean that's a good idea of like add the collector for every arena. And if you're in the top one, or did I say collector? The selector. Add the selector for every arena. If you're in the top 150, you get the selector. The next 150, 151 to 300, they don't have a choice. They get X champion, you know, whoever it is. Actually, I don't know if that's good or not. I take it back. Maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe just have the selector always, but increase the amount of people that get it. I think I'd be happy with that, actually. If they just increased it to 300 or 400 people get the prize and it's the selector. Am I happy with that? I don't know, man. There's like pros and cons that I'm going through in my head. But anyway, the reason why let's go back a second here. The reason why I was thinking that expanding the pool but only giving the selector to the top 150 thing, the reason why I was thinking that wouldn't be good is because if you miss, you might just want the 2,000 shards. You might not want whatever champion is the dud champion. That might be a worse prize. And that might have some funny effects on the arena, where it like would push the score up because people either don't want they don't want a featured prize or they want to make sure they get the selector or something. I don't know. Make it random, like the end of your arenas for the second tiers. That might be something, Nick. If it's randomized, so you still have a chance. It's basically a selector crystal at that point, and you get to spin it out. That might not be bad, because that would be better than 2,000 5-star shards. It wouldn't always be better, but it would be a chance to be better at least. Maniac signing over another 10, dude. GM, thank you, man. Saying, what if they took the 2-star and 3-star arena and combined the rewards with the 4-star basic and took the featured 4-star rewards and combined with the 5-star featured arena? 2 arenas, new bracket, easy grinding, more fun. Hold on, there's a lot to process here. My first initial thought is my units. I'm guessing you're talking about combining milestones too? Hold on, what if they took the 2 and 3-star arena, combined the rewards with the 4-star basic? Okay, so just the lowest 3 arenas, combining them all together into the 4-star basic. I mean, that's how the arena was originally, right? With just the 2 arenas, essentially, but with combining all the rewards. My first thoughts are, if you are a newer player... Hold on, new bracket though. What is a new bracket? Because here's the thing: if you combine those arenas, let's just think about the first 3 arenas being combined, the 2, 3, and 4-star. You're gonna get crap for points unless you're using your 4-stars. Imagine using 2 and 3 stars competing against people using 4 stars. You're gonna get garbage for points. It's gonna feel real bad, probably. I don't know. I think I'd rather have the 5. Oh, I just realized I had Hector's name. Oh, what the heck? What the Hector? I had. Whoops. It was supposed to be Maniac and Hector. Well, now it's just gonna be Maniac. Whoops, my bad. This is for endgame players. Only get 200 characters. Okay. And the rewards and milestones. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't necessarily like the idea of like the brackets and stuff. I still gotta run 6 stars too. What am I doing? One last team of 6s. I really don't. I just don't like the idea of the brackets and the separation and stuff like that. Outside of the initial, okay, you're new to the game, and then we'll give you another month and stuff, you know, for those initial brackets. I think I'd rather just keep everything as is, sort of everything in terms of having 5 arenas. I like that as is. There are some things I would change about it though. I do think it'd be a good idea to, like, I think it's a mistake the way Kabam has it, where to get the 3-star champion you have to have a strong 3-star roster already. That one, I think the 3-star you should be able to get from the 2-star arena. And maybe even the 4-star basic from having 3 stars. See, I always thought when I did like the idea of a 5-star basic, I always thought like the idea of just kind of shoving everything down one would be good to make way for the 5-star basic champion. So essentially, the 4-star featured champion, you'd only be able to use your 4 stars to get them, and then the 5-star basic, you'd get to use your 4 and 5s. You know, and then the 5-star feature would stay as is. But I really don't like the idea of a 5-star basic, not yet at least. I think I do like what Nick was saying though, where top 150. Or let's even expand it. I mean, I think it's time to expand from top 150. Not a huge expansion, but let's say top 200. Top 200 gives you the new champion. We're just talking about 5-star champion here. So top 200 gives you the 5-star feature champion. Which on the off weeks, when it's not a brand new champion, it would be the champion selector. And then the second 200, so, you know, 201 to 400, would give you a selector crystal, where, you know, you spin it out. You have that 1 in 6 chance. You don't have control over it. I really like that idea. I'm actually going to pitch that to Kabam at Comic-Con, unless I can think of an idea of why, or think of a reason why it's not a good idea. But I really like that idea. I believe Brian is still running iOS 11, so I feel he is all for change and updates. I like some change. He likes nerfs, but not arena buffs. For a guy who is supposed arena buff. Wait, what? What's up, you bunch of B-baddies? What's up, dudes? Command won't change arena unless the community... Alright, won't change arena unless the community unites and complains about it. The only reason they changed the 4-star feature back in the day was because we complained about it. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to them at Comic-Con about it. I've started a list of things to talk to them about. I gotta write it down. Make sure I don't forget. I got a lot to talk about this year. A whole lot to talk about. This plan word star flew right over his head, though. It didn't fly over my head. Completely. T-Stab sent it over $1 though. T-Stab, thank you very much. Where's your last one? T-Stab, T-Stab. Hold on. Did I miss it? Of course I'm fighting stupid Emma. That's real annoying to fight and everything too. Without looking at least. Okay, I think this is it. BGE, who should I awaken? All 5-star at 345. Cap Infinity, Torch, or Thing. I have Blade, Void, Ghost, Magic, and Hyperion at 565, and 21 other champs at either 455 or 6-star rank 1, if that helps. Okay, definitely not Torch, unless his buff affects his Awaken ability. Because he's getting buffed soon, so you might want to hold out. But between Cap and Thing, I'm a much bigger fan of Awakening Thing. If you can get him to a high Sig level, they both benefit from the higher Sig levels. With Thing, you become like indestructible with that safeguard in the right situation, and it's craziness, man. It's real craziness. How powerful it is. You know, in some situations, like, you can just stand there against certain nodes in this game with a Thing and just put your phone down, just get hit a bunch of times in the face. Doesn't matter. You're not gonna take damage. Like, it's so ridiculously strong. So I gotta say Thing. They are both Sig level dependent, though, I would say, with a Cap Infinity and Thing. And Cap Infinity, he can do some pretty amazing things at high Sig level too, but I still gotta say Thing. But if you don't have a lot of Sig stones, you might want to just hold out, wait to see if you dupe a champion naturally. Oh, you're saying I can put at least 100 Sigs into either of them. Okay. Yeah, I would go with Thing then. Before you do it, one last thing to consider is if you haven't popped open all the crystals from like this monthly event quest thing, there's a chance to pull a thing in those crystals. So if you haven't already done that, do that first in case you were to use the gem and then pull them. You know, you don't want to do that. But yeah, I would go with thing. Personally. Don't confuse the list with the grocery list. Oh, hold on. Oh, did I just die? Did I just get wrecked? Oh, he spared me. That was a close call. Don't confuse the list with the grocery list. Not sure how much input they'd have on beans and bagels. You know, I haven't had a single bagel since flying out here. How crazy is that, man? I'm really trying my best to eat healthy foods only. Like, healthy... Like, I don't even think bagels are necessarily the worst thing ever. But I probably wouldn't consider health food either. Anyway. Only eating healthy foods to the max. I'm going to try my best. I really got to lose some weight. I got a wedding coming up at the end of October. And I do not fit into my suit, and that's a problem because I cannot afford to get another suit, and I need to be wearing a suit for this wedding. So yeah. Is the Annihilus buff fully confirmed, or just some speculation from the community? They announced it. They just haven't announced what they're changing for Annihilus. So watch a Dream of War vid using Thing and count how many times he gets smacked in the face, but takes next to no damage. Yeah, exactly. T-Stop sending over another 5. Thank you very much, dude. Saying, thank you, kind sir. You are a scholar and a gentleman. Thank you very much. I don't know about the scholar part, but I'll take the gentleman part. Oh, come on, have a damn bagel. You can't find them anywhere else. As good as they are here, you're right. I can't find them anywhere else. And Laura's going to be here soon, and she's going to have bagels. Which scares me. I might have to have some when she comes. And we got the fresh, the smell of fresh bagels and everything. Oh man, it's delightful. And people were even recommending, like, you know, I was talking to one of the people at the Marvel headquarters, just like waiting for the stream. And I didn't even mention bagels. They brought it up, which, by the way, Legacy then, like, after this person brought up, they were like, hey, do you have any bagels out here yet? Legacy was like, hey, do you think it's weird to put mustard on a bagel? So I had to have that whole conversation. I'm sure all of you guys would have loved to be a fly on the wall for that one. But, I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, should have stayed in the CCP. Could have put all them CCP dollars towards a new suit. Yeah, you're right, dude. I could do that. Sorry, Mr. Bit. Have you chose from the Selector yet? If not, who are you planning on choosing? Not yet. I do plan on choosing the champion, though. As long as I don't pull him from one of these other crystals first. But I haven't opened it yet. I do feel you with the suit thing, though. Had a similar problem the other way. Lost a bunch of weight in a short time before my wedding, and that suit was just flowing over me. Well, at least it was that way and not the other way. I'd rather have it that way. But yeah, nothing beats something that just fits right. You thought Old Man Logan and Colossus were getting their buffs with this update? Oh, I thought so too. Are they not? Is that not with this update? I hadn't even thought about it because I haven't downloaded the new update yet. I'll probably download it tomorrow. I just wanted to wait and see if there was any game-breaking bugs going on before I did. It is weird. I often love mustard. I'll dip sandwiches in mustard, and I think it's weird. So, I mean, she didn't think it was, like, super normal, but, you know, when I explained the soft pretzel thing, plus she was a big fan of mustard too, so she didn't think it was the weirdest thing ever, you know. Or maybe she was just being nice. And then later she was like, "You're that freak on the that was doing the Summoner Showdown thing. Eats bagels with mustard." I don't know. Mustard natters. Oh no. Mustard on a banana. No. I don't do that. Are you not allowed on the furniture? Yeah. I sat in some paint before. No, I'm allowed on the furniture. It's just the way that the way everything's plugged in. I have to have it set up. Hello? Pineapple? Are we good? She'll be back. Alright, see Pineapple. Alright, we're good. We good. Just a quick disconnection. I don't know. Did you ever try cooking pork loin just slathered in mustard? Oh man, it's so good. Is it? I'm not a big fan of pork. I've never cooked it. I've, you know, eaten it when other people have cooked it, but not such a big fan of pork. Having a lot of pork roll in my life, though, I was a fan of that actually. But yeah, I've never tried that. Wait, the makeup girl? No. Star. I don't think this person was there when you were there. I don't think. No, that's right. They weren't. So they weren't. They weren't an intern. I'm fairly certain they weren't an intern, but it was, you know, they were just basically sitting with us. It was just one of those, you know, they just found somebody to sit with us real quick while they were like prepping things. That was it. And I don't think they were sitting with us last time. I think they were fairly new, but not an intern, like hired recently for a full-time position, something like that. Anyway. You're not sure if you saw last, but left for a min. Used to gem on Warlock the other day, and in true Kabam fashion, I pulled him from a feature. Not mad though. Need them SIGs from a next rank 5. Ah, Cody. Yeah, could be worse, man. At least he's a good champion. But yeah. Always sucks to lose the gem. Are you going to stream and/or blog while at MICC? I don't think so. It's probably going to be. It might be radio silence during actual Comic-Con, other than tweets. I'll put out a few tweets, but other than that, as far as the channel goes, I'm not going to be able to stream during those days. That's for sure. I may try to squeeze a video out, but I'll probably just wait until after Comic-Con, because the days are crazy for me. Being in New Jersey, you know, we leave here at like 7 a.m. and we don't get back till like 2 a.m. And you know, I'm not staying at like a hotel there where I could just like run back to the hotel real quick and upload an interview or something. So it's yeah, probably for like the 4 days that Comic-Con's going on, it's probably going to be nothing on the channel. I might appear in some other people's videos though if they do some blog or vlog type stuff. But I do plan on recording a lot more this year. Not vlog style, but just interviews. I want to check, you know, I got to check with everybody first. To see if they mind being on video or not. I already know Gabe. He doesn't mind being on video. He's been on video plenty in the past. But some of the devs, you know, they don't necessarily want to be recorded. And dude, there's something. Look at this. Oh, that time it worked. I noticed sometimes Vulture's medium attack doesn't connect depending on who you're fighting and what animation they just used. A little bug with them. But yeah, the goal is to get a lot more interviews this year. Potentially like multiple even with like I really I want to talk to absolutely everybody there at Kabit. Like I've made the mistake in the past of just being like, oh, I don't think this person is a developer. I think they're here for like just helping to run the event on like the community side of things. And for some reason, I don't ask them like what their title is with the company to see if they are a developer. I don't know, man. I'm not a very outgoing person. Especially in real life, you know what I mean? Outside of the internets. So that's part of what it is, but I'm gonna make sure that I talk to absolutely everybody, get interviews, and yeah, like I was starting to say, maybe even multiple interviews with like the same person. If I talk to them on day one and ask them a few questions, and then think about things a bit more in the future days, talk to the have like a part 2 to their interview or something like that. Anyway, the point is I want to share as much of that as possible. The booth this year should be different, so definitely be on the lookout for other people's like vlog style videos. I may have one, I don't know if you can call it a vlog style video, but I do kind of want to go around the booth, look at all the different things that you can do there, and just have that even just as like a reference for like people, like for 2 reasons, right? One, just to kind of share what the booth was all about, what was there, because I'm sure people are curious. And then if people are going to go like next year, they'll have a little bit of a reference of some things that they might be able to expect. So I do want to have one type of video like that, but the rest is probably just going to be interviews. Tell me, is it worth downloading Dr. Voodoo at rank 4 in a double? Excuse me? What? Is it worth downloading Dr. Voodoo? Is that Awakening? Is that Awakening Voodoo at rank 4 in a double? Or is it upgrading? Boss off. Just clarify that for me real quick, and I'll try my best to answer. But I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. Tell them the Dr. Doob account could use some good pulls. 3 months of poop pulls. Could use a turnaround here. Alright, I'll let them know. But you gotta come back to 4 Loki. You're gonna compete in the daily contest? Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Yes. Last year I couldn't because I was doing the commentary and all that, but oh yeah. I will be competing. I don't know if I'll be winning, but I will be competing. He's still trying to, yeah, we're still trying in war. Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, people are having fun with it for the most part. But I know you wouldn't have fun with it, Tubes. You would definitely not have fun with it. Captain Bay will be vlogging like every day of NYCC. Yeah, I would say Captain Bay has the best vlogs when it comes to NYCC. If you wanna see some vlog style content, and everybody's gonna be in it, you know. Captain, whether we want to be in it or not, Captain makes sure that we're in it. So you'll see tons of people from the community in his vlogs. Kind of are, but it's tier 4 and still a very stress-free, who really cares approach. Okay, yeah. Yes, keyword trying. Yeah. Trying. We've been getting our butts kicked the last few wars. I mean, it's tough opponents. Right now we're versus ISO 8A. We lost to NY twice. Kenobi. It was one other opponent, and I think they placed second in season 10 or something like that, or they were top 3. So man, it's some tough opponents. We should have won that one. They gave up a good amount of death. Well, should we win that? I don't even know if I can say that, man. Like, I think they only died 13 times in total. Like I think it was 13. Like they had a bad start, and I think that gave us the idea of like, oh, okay, we're fine. These guys are gonna die a lot. These guys are gonna die like 25 times. But I think they only died like 13 or even like 11 times. It was something like that. It was like low teens. They just came back strong, and we ended up losing. But yeah, man, a lot of tough opponents. We haven't had an easy war in I don't know how many wars, man. Just been getting tough war after tough war. Christian sending over $1. Thank you very much. Where's your last one at? Remember when I ran 4 paths of Labyrinth in one day? Well, I finally popped my generic into Omega Red. Now I'm afraid to open any crystals. Yeah, dude. Oh, I know, man. It really does feel like it happens a lot that way, right? Oh, man. I hope it doesn't happen for you. I hope you never pull Omega Red ever again as a 5-star. Even if you need SIG levels, just because you'll always be like, ah, damn it, I wasted that generic. But Christian, thank you very much for the $1, dude. BG, do you see much piloting in Masters? Don't name names. More curious to compare to us around tier 2 and 3. I don't know. You know, it's really hard to tell. Every once in a while you see some questionable activity, but at the end of the day, there's no real way to know if people are piloting or not. I believe there is, but I couldn't tell you who. I couldn't tell you which alliance is legit and which one isn't. And I usually don't think about it either. It's one of those things where, because it's so, like, it's something so far out of our control that I generally just try to think about like my own gameplay and what I can improve, and that's pretty much it. I was about to say, like, you know, help out alliance mates too if they have questions on something, but I really don't even do that so much. I don't have a whole lot to share. Usually people, when they have questions about certain encounters, it's with champions that I don't use, so I don't have a lot of input. Like Quake or something like that, I got no advice for other Quake users and all that, but You know, there's Zephyr's always cheating the system. Yeah, exactly. There's 100% a bunch of people not playing by the rules. It's always going to be like that. But just as far as like which ones are cheating and not, I really don't even have a guess at this point as to who's legit and who's not. Brian, yes, there are piloting Master Wars. This, I promise. Yeah, I know, dude. I know. It is always gonna be a thing. When you win, will you talk smack to everyone else, especially Seaton? Nah. Well, if I win like the whole tournament, maybe. So here's the thing. I think it would be funny if I won and I just had like the ultimate like smack talk video, and I would try to do it in a funny way so that people knew that it was a joke, you know? But it would be like it'd be like professional wrestler style, you know, totally like in a character way of just like talking smack against the entire community. Like, I would name names. I would go all out, man. And I think it'd be hilarious. But, like, I don't know. If I couldn't pull it off to where people, like people would have to know that I was joking, you know? And if I messed up in some way and it wasn't clear that it was just a joke, I wouldn't want it to come off in a bad way. So if I won the whole thing, yeah, I probably would do that, but I'd have to be careful with it, you know. Because the thing about the tournament is like you have to be good to win the tournament, but it's not exactly representative of like who is the best, who is the #1 player. There's a lot of luck involved, you know, to get these like fastest times to even qualify to go on stage. Everything has to be right. You have to, when you pop your special, you have to get a crit. The enemy has to be aggressive. Like, there's only so many tries you get at these things. And it's not always in your control. But I would totally talk trash. UNC should do a joint wrestling promo. People would love it. People would probably love it. I don't know. I'm not saying it's totally out of the question, but it's kind of tough to. It's funny, man, because like for the people that have been to Comic-Con, you know, there's like only so much to do. If that's all you're going there for, right? Because it's meant to be something like, okay, there's 100 different booths here. You know, you spend some time at this booth and you go to this, you know. It's not meant to be like a 4-day event just at the MCOC booth. So eventually run out of things to do, but even still, it's not that like there's still it's still not that easy to do collaborative videos like that, you know. Brian, what are you gonna do when you get to 100K subs? Got to do something? I've got something planned. Don't you worry about that. I'm fascinated by marine life. Shark, I'm terrified by it. Can you ask Kabam why they don't take down the sites that are selling botting software? I could probably answer that for you. It's not easy to do. Other game companies can't seem to really do it either. Eventually, they put out like cease and desist type things, and sometimes those other people get sued and stuff, but more just pop up in their place. I am gonna ask them a bit about like I don't know, something I'm gonna come up with some kind of question about like cheating things and like anti-cheating stuff. I bet they can't say much on it though. Because, like, of course, they're probably doing everything they can to stop people from cheating, but people are always going to find a way. And then, They probably can't get too specific with like how they catch people, because if people know how they get caught, then they just avoid doing those things. But I do want to talk to them about it at least. Ryan, when do you think you're going to do your opening? Are you going to open and then claim the champion you got in the arena, just in case you pull the one you would have chose? Yeah, exactly. So I'm trying my best to gather up and complete like the time after time event and stuff like that to get as many tries as possible. And tomorrow I will likely do the opening, because I'm going to have to finish it, right? The event's going to be done with. So yeah, I'm probably going to do that. Do the opening tomorrow. I want to be near Slug when Slug talks to them. Oh, me too. And then yeah, I'll claim the collector after. BG, you can ask Kabam if they can give people a 4-star and wait, hold on. If they can give people a 4-star and people above level 47 a 5-star. Oh, just to pass it out? I mean, they kind of did already with the calendar. They gave away a lot of stuff in the calendar. You want more? We all want more, I guess, so yeah. When you do the special Grandmaster Crystal pop, don't spin. I spun 10 and got nothing. Pop 10 and got 4 5-star and 4 4-star. Nice. It's a lot of 5-stars. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have to see how many I have. If I don't have too many, then I'll probably spin. But if I do have a lot, then I'm popping. Man, I want a damn summoner symbiote plushie. Is that a thing? Is that on like the list of things they're giving out? Spun and got 5-star Morningstar. Nice. Is the appreciation calendar starting over when it ends? I don't think so. I would not imagine it would. But who knows? I mean, this is pretty damn special. There was a lot of good stuff in here. I think if they were gonna do it like again, it would have to be a watered down version of this. Which, I mean, they already have the monthly calendar, so they could probably just go with that. Like, if the calendar is too good and we know it keeps coming around, it almost deters players from, like, seeking out some of these bigger challenges to get things like tier 2 alphas. If they know they're going to get, like, a certain amount for free, you know, let's get those for free. Like, yeah, you could always use more and stuff like that. So there'd still be a ton of players that would, you know, just appreciate the Summon Appreciation calendar and still push the limits and all that. But for a lot of people, it like, they would look at the rewards from something like Act 4 and just be like, well, I don't need that. I'll just wait a little bit and get it from the calendar. I feel like counters should also be based on progress in the game. Free/daily crystals are. Yeah? could do that. That would allow them to put some better things in there while also promoting progressing in the game. Hector sending over another buck. Thank you very much, saying, hey, Brian, can you please explain the origin of the trolls? Stark Spidey cutoff, call police, seat and fight. Just curious. Okay. Sure. So, the Stark Spidey cutoff, you know, since practically the start of my stream, I've had some predictions at the bottom of the screen there. Actually, at first, I didn't have anything on screen, and people would just ask, and I would repeat myself like over and over in the stream. But then eventually, pineapple, I'm back. Sorry guys, the internet's a little bit spotty here sometimes. The Wi-Fi. I'm normally not streaming off of Wi-Fi. Normally I'm plugged in at home. But okay, the origin of the trolls. Seems like I'm back now. So yeah. So, you know, months had gone by at this point where the cutoffs were at the bottom of the screen, and you know, but occasionally some people still ask. But Stark Spidey was so popular. Stark Spidey was so popular that people just kept on asking over and over and over again, what's the cutoff for Stark Spidey? And it got to the point where, like, normally, you know, I don't mind people ask questions, even if they're repeat questions. It's fine, it's whatever. That's, for the longest time, that was my job. Actually, while Spidey was in the arena, I was still working my full-time office job. And it was a supervisor position where, yeah, I was just answering the same questions all day, every day. So I really didn't mind. But it got to the point where it was so much that I was like, guys, come on. Stop, like, you gotta stop asking already. And yeah, people saw that it was starting to get to me, which of course just made people ask even more. So yeah, that's basically what that was. The call police one. It was during the Variant 1 streams. When Variant 1 first came out, there was somebody that joined the streams. You know, I'm gonna spin it out another 5. Let's spin out 10 of these things to him. What was I gonna say? Yeah, during the Variant 1 streams, someone came in. Someone joined the streams that I'd never seen before, and it seemed like they liked. Wait, hold on. Is my stream still good here? Someone say pineapple again, just because it seems like a little bit frozen on my end, possibly. Actually, no, I think it's good, right? I think I just... anyway, I think that was just my browser that was frozen this time. Pineapple. Okay. Alright. We're good. Okay. So, yeah. Someone I'd never seen before. And it seemed like they liked my stream, and they were just sending over, like, a lot of money. Like, a lot of money. Talking, like... You know, at one point, I think they sent over like a $50 super chat and stuff like that. And I think it got to over, in total, it was like over $100. But you know, it was clear that there was a language barrier where I couldn't understand exactly what they were saying. And they just kept saying, like, you know, I was trying my best to figure it out, but I had stopped playing the game because I was really just trying to, you know, figure out what they were saying so I could answer whatever they're asking, you know. And then at one point, the person just started saying play game or call police, and I was like, whoa, dude, okay, all right, I'll play the game. You know, I was thinking in my mind, I was like, oh, maybe they just liked what I was playing and they didn't want to see me stop playing. So I was like, okay, all right, I'll keep playing. It was over 500. Was it that much? I know it was a lot. I don't remember how much it was. It was definitely a bunch. But anyway, so yeah, it turns out I don't think that made them happy either. And I think what they might have been asking after a while, I think they were maybe like asking me to play a different game, possibly with them, um, or like, yeah, maybe just to stream a different game. I don't know, but man, I really couldn't. I really couldn't understand them. And then yeah, they just kept saying like play game or call police, as if I had like just taken their money and not done the request, which I felt real bad about. But there's nothing I can do, you know. And then after that, yeah, people just say whatever or call police. The Seaton, what was the last one? The Seaton fight thing? Yeah, the Seaton fight. Okay. So the Seaton fight stems from, we're going to have a fight to the death at Comic-Con. And people are just hyped about that. That's really it. Thank you again for the buck. No, I'm just all right. So the Seaton thing, I don't know exactly how it started. I guess it's because we have very different opinions on the game. In a lot of just yeah, most things about the game we have a different opinion on. Actually, I mean, maybe I shouldn't even say that. There's a lot of things that we agree about in this game, too. So yeah, it's not most things. There are some things that we disagree on. Um, but most things we probably do agree on. It's just the things that we disagree on stand out more, you know? Where some things he doesn't like, I like. Some things that he likes, I don't like. Um, I was never a fan of a tier list for this game. Some people see that as like, oh, you don't like tier lists because you hate Seaton or something like that. Even though like there was tier lists long before Seaton made his and stuff, on like Reddit and people voting for the top champions and stuff, all that. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's just people trying to, I don't know, stir things up, I guess. There's really not much I could say. I don't know exactly how it started. Manufactured beef to increase profile. Yeah, there we go. What Euthanitis said. That's the best way to say it. It's manufactured beef. They're not fighting to the death. They're Jello wrestling. Get your tickets today. Oh God, Jello wrestling. And did I get all gold from these 10? Son of a 0 units. Piece of doo doo. It's amusing to stir because your reaction is either yes, we're doing that, or no, that's false. Yeah, I guess my reaction to it is usually different every time. Or most times. I don't know. I used to say it more, and sometimes I still have to say it. Where there is no actual beef. There's no hate between us. But yeah, I got tired of saying that every time, so usually I just go into like a wrestling promo type thing. Let me tell you something, brother. I'm gonna take his little teacups. I don't know. No, never mind. Let's just. I don't have it in me right now. It's late. BG, you happen to notice the URL YouTube made for you for this stream? I think they were trying to tell you something. No, I don't see a special URL. For me, it's just like my live dashboard. I don't have the URL that you do. I'm in a separate my own thing. Where did you living in his basement come from? I don't know. Uh, I don't know if that's something that I just said or if someone else said it, and I ran with it. I don't know. It's V equals R. It sounds like R. All right, rainbow FU. I think that's what that URL means. All right, rainbow FU. Like a rainbow just did me wrong. All right, rainbow. It's time to end the stream. The orange is hilarious. And about the arena crystals, well, you win some, you lose some. Have a great night, sir. Thanks a lot again. Thank you again, man. Appreciate all the support. Thank you very much. Euthanize the couch is because I can't, the way everything's plugged in, I can't be sitting on the couch, man. I have to be sitting here. Do you ever think a multiplayer feature will be implemented to the game itself? What are your thoughts? How do you think that'll work? Do you mean like a one-on-one fighting multiplayer? I don't think that would be good for the game. You know, if you've ever played the MCOC arcade game, it's actually a lot of fun. But in the long term, I don't think it's worth having an MCOC outside of maybe just like a dueling type system where it's not really a game mode. It's just something you can do, but I wouldn't even want to see like leaderboards for it or anything like that. I do want to see though another form of PvP, a small scale PvP, which I've made a video about in the past. I still really want to see that, where it's like a 3-on-3 team based. You can call it a mini alliance war, but it'd be pretty different from alliance war. But the whole idea is to get something that you can play together in a group based, like with your friends, including friends outside of the alliance, just like you can do in dungeons, but still in a competitive way against another team, and have it all be wrapped up in about 20 minutes or less. I feel like 20 minutes is like the perfect amount of time, or less if you know, if things go quick. But 20 minutes, I feel like people can sit down and be like, yeah, I got 20 minutes. Let's play. Let's queue up and try to take on another team, and have that be like a real game mode in the game where there's rewards for it, there's leaderboards for it, all that stuff. That's what I want to see. But one-on-one fighting, no, it just, for a lot of reasons, it doesn't really work in this game. You know, most people, most like veterans of the game who kind of understand how the whole fighting system works, you're typically waiting for the AI to make a move. You know, that's why we hate the real dumb defensive AIs. We want that aggressive AI that we can react to and respond to, because that's how we get our openings. So it'd be a lot of waiting for the other player to make a move. It's not what it would all be about, but I feel like it would be, yeah, it just wouldn't be something that would be fun in the long run. It'd be something fun, you know, to talk a little bit of trash with a buddy in real life, or an alliance mate every once in a while, but you know. Six rounds in a 2-hour stream of 20 minutes. Sounds good. 1v1, huh? I'll effing Quake every fight. Quake? I don't think Quake is in the arcade machine. Ghost is, though. Alright, anyway, though, guys, it's getting late. I'm going to call it. Maniac GM. Thank you very much for the for being tonight's big D, dude. But thank you everyone else too. There was a bunch of super chats. Hector with the new member and all that. Love you, boo. Right back at you, shark. When I was streaming 3 to 4 hours earlier, it's not something I can really you know, I'm streaming from my parents' place. I don't want to stream while everybody's awake and everyone's around, you know. I spend time with my family and not streaming then, and so I streamed a little bit earlier than normal. Not much, but I wanted to start about 20 or so minutes earlier than I did tonight, but I had some Alliance War things to take care of, and we were trying to coordinate that. So, BG, will you stream Abyss of Legends? Yeah. If there's a challenge, if there's a big challenge in the game, I'm gonna be streaming it. Yeah. It's my favorite things to stream. We got it, sir. Curfew. Yeah. All right. Anyway, though. Good night, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, I should still be here tomorrow. Probably. Yeah. I have something to do tomorrow night. Is the only reason that I'm like, I think so. I will likely still be here tomorrow. At some point in time. I don't know. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. You're an officer now, right? Like on purpose? Oh, no. Quick shot. Hell no. An officer? No. Absolutely not. I wasn't doing any of the coordinating. It was just somebody, you know. I had to take one fight, and I was needed for that one fight. So that, you know, people could, the other guys can get through to take their mini boss fights for the night. It wasn't my only fight of the war. The way I'm saying it sounds like I only do one fight per war. I did, you know, I did 4 other fights this war, so it was my 5th fight of the war. But yeah, hell no, I'm not an officer. Shout out to the officers. A lot of love for you guys putting in all that work, but me, I'm not cut out for that life. Tweet if not going to be? Oh, I would definitely tweet, but no, I should be here tomorrow. All right, anyway, good night, everybody.